A quick stop at Reister Meats and Bakery in Streator, North Dakota for some homemade kuchen. Then we headed for Glenwood, Minnesota, about a 245-mile drive from here.
Starbuck population 1,365.
Our harvest host for tonight, Rolling Forks Vineyards, Glenwood, Minnesota. Apparently, the best wine growing regions fall between parallels 30 and 50 in both the northern and southern hemispheres. In the north, the 45th parallel travels through Italy's Piedmont region, Oregon's Willamette Valley, and Glenwood, Minnesota. I'll sip to that. This would be, what day is this? Our
17th?
Fourth day.
Fourth.
Fourth day. We've had really good luck with campgrounds.
No terrible rainstorms or anything. It's just been good.
Yeah.
A little bit of thunder, but nothing bad.
So Jeannie was telling me she had a job on the other side of the lake at a resort in 1970. And they housed them and they made $1 an hour.
Which is double what I made for Bill Foster in 1969 or 8. I got $5 a day, but day was daylight till dark, but you did get 2 meals.
Oh.
And their meals were good.
This Harvest Host spot was wonderful, complete with a beautiful view, great wine, good beer, and really good pizza too. We're on the road Friday, June 30th. We started from the winery at 6 o'clock. Trekking across the backroads of Minnesota.
Turn right onto 45th Street Southwest.
We just like the back roads. Much prettier, less stressful. You get to see all the fun crops. And all that moisture coming out of the ground. It's going to be a gorgeous day. The beautiful Church of St. George in New Ulm, Minnesota, built in 1892. Most interesting was the Lourdes Grotto, built in 1912 as a replica of the grotto in the town of Lourdes, France, which is where a young girl claims to have had visions of Virgin Mary. Well, we made it through Minnesota. Mississippi, somewhere.
Remember the little tiny town where we walked in the headwaters of the Mississippi?
Oh, yeah. Up northern Minnesota, Mississippi River.
Yes, that's nice. That's nice.
There she is. Mighty Mississippi. Oops, that's actually the corner of the car. No one welcomed us to Wisconsin though. That's weird. That's all we get, Wisconsin? Wow, Wisconsin. Well, here we come, Baraboo.
Turn. When possible, make a U-turn, then take the first right.
We are now following the Sparta to Elroy bike trail. Too familiar there. Another round barn in Wisconsin. We're on US Highway 12 East. We live off US Highway 12 West. East, sorry. Guess we're on east. I don't know where I live. I just go there. Our harvest toast for the night was Tumbled Rock Brewery in Baraboo, Wisconsin. The beer was cold, the music was live, and the weather was hot. Turns out Jeannie knew of a wonderful bakery in Baraboo to start out our day. It was wonderful. Found Nito's Bake Shop. Hopefully we do a little walking. Apple fritter and a something I'd never heard of. So this is Baraboo, where the Ringling Brothers got their start. Baraboo's Farmers Market.
Well, this is their town market.
We are eating our way through Wisconsin. So there is no way we would pass Cops Custard without stopping. But they don't open till 10:30. And it's only 10 o'clock. Jeannie
Certainly know the drill.
getting excited for our top.
This is like a cultural experience, going to Cops, which I've heard about now for days. So here we are.
That's what you look at. I just put spirit around.
Cobb's Custard was started in 1950. It has 3 locations in Wisconsin and is still run by the Kopp family. The custard is made with real Wisconsin cream and lots of butter fat. They're also known for their burgers. We drove south of Milwaukee to the Point Lighthouse. Put into service in 1880 and standing at 108 feet, it is one of the oldest and tallest active lighthouses on the Great Lakes. It began functioning with a kerosene lamp. It could be seen for 19 miles with just a kerosene lamp.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
108 feet. Tallest, one of the tallest and oldest. Still serving navigation on the Great Lakes. The foghorn could be heard for 10 miles, but it was last sounded in 1964.
19 miles doesn't seem like much, but on just a kerosene lamp.
Oh, yeah. Two miles east of here, in 55 feet of water, lies the broken up sections of Kate Kelly, a 126-foot wood-hulled, two-masted schooner that sank during a storm on May 13, 1895. There were no survivors, and the bodies of the crew were never found. Beautiful stop. We drove through the cute town of Racine and headed to Chicago. Turns out there was no fast route as an accident closed Interstate 80 and there was construction on this route. But it was 2 p.m. on a Saturday, so traffic actually wasn't too bad. Backroads of Indiana headed to Elkhart. Minutes till opening time. Actually, the Philadelphia Eagle motorhome is part of the museum, I guess. But the rest of us were camped here for the night, except for the Chevy van. That's part of the museum, and that's all right with me. An old 1977 Travco on display. So we're pretty excited to see what's in that museum. Indiana was wet this morning, thunderstorms, It rained during the night, but boy, I love sleeping in the van in the rain. (1913) Earl Travel Trailer and Model T Ford. Love the roll down curtain on the outside. Look at that wood. Oh my gosh, 1916. Sold for $100. A telescoping apartment. The kitchen outside. An old Winnebago Brave, just like the one we had. This is just incredible. Peace Aero Fleet house car. It's kind of built like a train car.
Look at the back of this.
This is May West.
Remember Jim's had the veranda thing on the back?
Wow. Chauffeur driven. Little spot for her to have apparently a spot of tea. Wow. Tennessee Traveler, Pulaski, Tennessee. 1931 Ford Model AA camp truck. Can you imagine having to sit on that seat and drive it? Wow. It's just like a little cabin.
They're so colorful too, though.
It was only used a couple times and put in storage until someone found it in the 90s. It's in mint condition. And it's even got a toilet. It's just beautiful.
No, because then it was the war and who knows what happened.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
We really enjoyed the RV museum. So many vintage RVs, and it's set up to go through them from 1913 on up so you can see the progress made. They've also just opened a modular home section. That was fun to walk through as well. The RV museum is a harvest host, so we camp for free. There are hookups in another lot for $45. It was definitely a highlight of our trip and a great way to spend a rainy morning. So this has been our travel day through Michigan. Pretty much looks like this. Headed to the Wayne County Fairgrounds. About 12 miles away yet. In our next video, we tour the Ford Museum and we make our way into Canada, just in time for the 4th of July. Go Van Go!